All right, I'm on hole number 7 of the 2019 Summer Major. Or excuse me, hole number 6. On hole number 6? Yes, I'm on hole number 6. Why was I thinking 7? Hole number 6. I need to end up out here and go for Albie on this hole. So this is, you can do this with any ball, but with a Titan, you're in your long iron range on the other side, and you can actually get in front. You don't have to do any overpower on the drive. If you're coming out here with a lower level ball, you're either going to have to do overpower, you're going to have to do the bounce over, and then you're definitely a wood shot in. But I just need an extra mile, a Titan, and a Saturn, and that's it. I'm leaving my putter and everything else. I'm just walking out there with that stuff right there. I'm going to Albie this hole, and let's get that over with. I've hit 2 Albies on this hole this week. The very first time I played this hole, I hit an Albie on it. And I got an Albie in my practice account during the weekend round. So it's definitely an Albie hole. The goal is to put yourself right to the left of the sand trap here, and you don't have to press the issue, but just right out there somewhere along that front line, so that you can, if you bring a long iron and a big enough ball, you can get in front of the rough and sand that's up there by the green, or you can keep the mouth open. The closer you are to the sand, the more you keep the mouth open, the more you can run it up there if you've got a backbone or something. But it rolls off on the back, so you want to make sure you stop either right at the cup or right before it. But obviously you want to go for that Albie, so right at it, because if you roll off behind it, it'll roll off all the way down into the fringe. And I did miss a fringe chip from here. So you have 2 choices. You can get better at those fringe chips, or you can get better at making sure you get on the green. I want to make sure I'm better at getting on the green. It's going to push me over just a little. I don't need to do anything in particular here. No overpower, no nothing. Hitting it perfect. Now, I said no overpower, but I was towards the bottom on that. When I was pulling it back, I was towards the bottom. I wanted to make sure I was in power, but not any overpower to speak of. I don't need to press the issue with that rough right there. Depending on the wind, I found if you got a lower level, like in the 3s or in the 2s, you can put just a little teeny bit like that. But if you're anywhere like 3.5 or higher than 4, don't put any overpower on that at all. Don't even be down there on the bottom like I was, because it'll roll off onto that rough. And if you find yourself in a higher wind and you're in rookie, then you may want to even take off a little topspin. You don't want to end up in the rough down there. You want to give yourself this look at Albie. Great to the right. If you're going to hit great here, one way or the other, great to the right's probably the way, because it drops down, so you could still end up in. See how it curved right there at the very end of its run? You could still end up getting a great to the right. But if you set it up right and you hit it great to the right, it should go great to the right. A 4 backspin. I want to be in just a little. Okay, it's 2-3. It's 1-9, so that gives me 4, so it's about a ring and a quarter. Ring and a little. Hit it great to the right. And I should be right where my opponent is. I'm bringing mine in a little bit different than my opponent was, where I'm trying to engage that hill right there at the end with that backspin and try and roll it down that hill. And so that's why I said, if you hit a great to the right, you still got a shot. On my shot, a great to the right, I still had a shot. game. Right there. Make sure that ball guide goes all the way through that hole when you're that close. Don't wait till it's when it glows and then you release, because it may be glowing, but because you're pointing at it, but it's not in it, and it'll stop halfway in between. I've had that happen. We just played the hole that I had that happen on. It's a monster par 5 and was that close. I'm gonna forfeit. What was I thinking? All right, eagle, eagle. That was hole number 6 of the 2019 Summer Major. Thanks for watching.